Okay. Still needs to get updated. Alright, so I'm trying to remember this. We're saying half left, out of view, half up, out of view. Sounds good. And then...
Alpha Bravo to the ramp.
Okay, so run me through this again. I've only seen this once before, so I know I have the half left and half...
Half left, half up, and both of those flags are out of view, so both of those like orange flags disappeared when we turned that on.
Yep.
And then the two front indicators indicating 2, that's
yep.
correct. And then the omni-bearing selector here is 1 and 92, so just pick 2 cardinal headings. 090, yeah, that's fine, 090, should be close, it is. Then pick another one. Pick a second one.
Alright.
There you go.
Awesome.
Good, okay.
Okay, so again, we're going to use this one for navigation.
Yeah.
And then our main comm is up here. We got...
I'm going to be your dude today.
What's that?
I'm going to be your dude. I'm going to be your comm guy today. So, yep, we're on tower, or ground tower. We got ATIS over there.
Cool.
Let's just pull up over here and get to the run-up, and I'll get the ATIS for you.
All right.
Remarks.
This is 4854 Golf. We're Cessna 172. We're headed VFR to Racine. I'm actually requesting something like 5,000 feet. We're going to do emergency descent in there if possible, so if we can get that altitude.
Cessna 5854 Golf, or 4854 Golf, roger. Maintain VFR at 4,500. You can expect high risk departure if you need it. Departure frequency will be 135.87. Squawk 4303.
Alright, add below 4,500, 13587, squawk 4303 for 54 Golf.
Number 54 Golf 3 back is correct, and you can expect 25 right for departure.
Alright, 25 right for departure, and we are ready to taxi. Run-up is complete, 54 Golf.
That's the 54 Golf, roger, running 25 right, taxi via Foxtrot, cross running 19 right.
Alright, 25 right via Foxtrot, cross 19 right, 54 Golf. And Milwaukee Tower, 4854 Golf, holding short of 25 right. Oh.
Cessna 4854 Golf, Milwaukee Tower, roger, squawk 4603.
4603, 54 Golf. Oh, we did. Oh, I wrote 4303.
That's what he told us.
Okay. Alright, squawking 4603, 54 Golf.
Cessna 54 Golf, roger, stand by. I'm just going to give it a second to show up on our radar. Cessna 4854 Golf, fly the runway heading for now, runway 25 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway heading clear for takeoff.
Alright, got that wind correction in here. Gonna let this bird get out of the way.
Yep. Yep.
Left, right, radar. Airspeed's alive. There's 55.
Delta 661, contact departure. Have a great flight.
Keep a little bit of that correction in when you take off, right?
Yep.
That wing will dip low. That's good. Good. Yeah, the last.
Cessna 4854 Golf, turn left heading 150 towards Racine, and contact departure on 135.87. Have a good flight.
Left 150 and over to departure.
Number 54 Golf, Milwaukee departure, ident.
Ident.
Number 54 Golf, radar contact 1 mile west of Milwaukee Airport, Mitchell altimeter 3016.
016, 54 Golf. Racine traffic, 4854 Golf. We're about 5 miles to the north. We're going to overfly the field at 5,000 and do an emergency descent to land on runway 32, Racine. Make that a simulated descent. Emergency descent down to 3254 Golf. Let's be clear.
Yeah. Good call.
And Racine traffic, 54 Golf is 3 miles to the north. Going to overfly the field. Do a simulated emergency descent down to a full stop landing on 32 Racine. And I'm looking down for you already when you do this on a check ride. Even though your DPE is going to ask you this and it sounds like an emergency, it's not an emergency. It's still practice. So dip your wings both sides heavily to look underneath you before you do it. We're good today, but
okay.
Let's just fly. Yeah, let's fly that way. Like a 20 And receiving traffic 4854 Golf. We're about 5,005 feet directly over the field. We're going to do an emergency descent to a full stop landing on 32. Simulated emergency descent to a full stop landing on 354 Golf. Receiving traffic.
Your bearings during this to make sure we're landing on, you got the landing, we're landing on this runway coming right, right, so on your side there.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Blast your engine. Pull that carpet on for you, quick, for simulated instrument. So, yep. 45 degrees, let's cut down to 120 knots here.
Receiving traffic 54 Golf, descending from 5,500 simulated. Full stop to runway 3.
$120 knots here. And let's keep track of our spot here.
Yep.
So it doesn't have to be like a perfect circle either.
The 4460 Sierra, 7.5 miles to southwest, inbound for runway 32. There's going to be left downwind. 446,
Oh, this is bizarre.
Yep. Keep going, keep that bank in. We want to get down, right? This is an emergency, had fires going, we want to fucking get down on the ground. So 45 degree bank, 120 knots. Don't lose sight of where you're going.
Yep.
All right, fire's out.
Scene traffic, Skyhawk 734 Foxtrot Echo at the south front, taxiing runway 32. We're seeing.
And receiving traffic 54 Golf is finishing up our simulated. Okay. Landing, we're right over the threshold of 32 at 3,000 down for a full stop landing.
Right. So here, I'm thinking I'm high enough to make a 360.
Yeah, absolutely, right?
Sierra 4 miles. We'll join the left downwind for 32, and we'll make sure that you've got plenty of room for your simulated landing racing.
All right. I don't think I have a 2-minute turn in me.
Yeah, I don't think you need one, right? We got a lot of height here, right? Yeah, we're 2,000, so we're plenty over, right? We're 2,000 still above that height, so let's try and figure out how to get to there and land.
Yep.
And make that runway.
All right. So I got the runway in sight.
Okay.
We're at.
Racing traffic, Bonanza 4460 Sierra. We're actually going to do a 360 to the southwest of the field to give you time to get down. 4460 Sierra.
Appreciate that, thank you. Go.
So make sure to be full out. We would have secured that engine.
Yep.
We would have made our emergency calls. Battery off, master off. Yep. All right. How are we looking here?
We're looking high still.
Okay.
But we have plenty of space here to start to forward slip, maybe.
Agree. So let's get turned in there. We can do a couple things. We can do a couple little ass turns in there, right? I think we can add flaps now. At least one, right?
Yeah.
Maybe even 2. Watch your speed. And then now let's full slip in there. I think we could probably add 3, right? We know we're going to make this now, right? Let's add that 30. Oh, you're actually in there, 30 flaps, right? All right. Get that full slip going there. Get on that center line. This thing carries so much speed. Yeah, full down. There you go. That power should be out, right?
Yep. Yeah, that's actually looking pretty good.
I think we're going to land very long here, but that's okay, right? We want to just make that runway.
Speed is coming down a little bit.
Traffic 54 Golf Sun short, final for 3. Simulated emergency. Procedure.
All right, we're still at 65.
Receive traffic, Skyhawk 734 Foxtrot Echo, holding short, runway 32, receive.
We want to make sure we can make this runway, right?
Right.
So now we got to add a little bit of speed. We will float a little later here.
Yeah.
This plane just does not want to come down.
No, it doesn't.
Set in.
Racine traffic, Bonanza 446
Slowly get rid of that.
Sierra, joining left downwind for runway 32, Racine.
Racine traffic, ground up, crossing approach in runway 04, Delta Racine.
Alright. So, at what point do we get the... Like, do we want to continue slipping there? Oh, sorry.
1 second. Let's make sure we get over that threshold there.
And Racine traffic, 485 for Golf, clear of runway 32, taxiing back. Bravo.
So, yeah, so we got to make that runway, right? If we pull that slip out anytime soon and didn't, we went way fast there normally, but we got to hit that runway, right? This is an emergency. So
Yeah.
we were definitely too high. This plane carries so much fucking power, and
Yeah,
it's hard to get it down. Any other plane,
I noticed that.
Any other plane, I think we would have hit first third of that runway.
Yeah, Lima Golf, I feel like when we were doing slips before, had a...
Traffic, Bonanza 4460.
Yeah, this
Sierra,
thing, like,
turning left
it's,
base
even-
it's full power out, but that thing will windmill to like 1,000, like
Yeah.
1,100 RPMs. It
Yeah, I
just
saw that.
carries so much speed. So this is a case where this is an emergency. This is our runway. We don't have no second chance. We don't have an engine, so we got to get it down on that ground. So if you got to you got to kind of bust, get up to 75 or 80. We were almost at VFE there to get down and then slow down. It's going to slow down quick, right? Enough with those flaps. Yeah, keep that slip in all the way to the ground.
So is it more advantageous to get down closer to peak VFE then? As long as you're on the beginning of the runway and then bleed off that?
Ideally, you want to make an emergency landing as normal as possible. So
Right.
no, you'd love to just come in, glide in at 70 knots,
Right.
take that first third of the runway.
But if your two options are to either be long or to get down but carry additional speed.
Yeah, you got to get down. I mean, right? You don't want to run off the end of the runway.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking, okay, as far as energy management goes, if the plane flies more efficiently with ground effect,
Yeah.
then bleeding off that speed above ground effect is actually more efficient. Does
But
that
you
logic hold?
Sort of, right? But if you can kind of force it on the ground, right? You can let it drop to the ground, and you can get engine braking on and aerodynamic braking. And
Racine traffic, 5 for Golf is crossing runway 22 at Bravo.
So what do you mean by engine braking?
let's just get across the runway here quick. Not engine brake, but you get the friction from the wheels, regular braking, right? So if you can kind of force that plane down to the ground, right? And now you can pull full back pressure, get some aerodynamic braking in along with all the actual braking from your wheels.
Got it.
So if it's, I think the answer is there, you get it on the ground. You make sure it's on the ground.
Perfect. Makes sense.
And we're seeing traffic 5 for Golf is clear of runway 32, exiting back to 22 via Bravo.
Yeah, so we could have done, so I was trying to time that out a little better.
Traffic,
I probably could have gave you one more loop in the emergency descent. We probably could have done one more quick loop at glide speed there.
Yep.
Or the other option there is just to do some really big S-turns, right? Like almost 90 degree each direction to get back and forth.
Understood.
We got a couple of guys kind of wanting to get in here. I didn't want to fucking mess up the whole time there. But the way we did it is also just fine, right? Just get that slip in, get it on the ground. All right, let's just do a couple normal patterns. We'll stay left traffic. I'll still make the callouts for you unless you want to just concentrate on flying today, or you want to do the calls?
Yeah, I can do calls. That's fine.
Okay.
It's easy enough.
Yeah. All right, we'll stay left traffic. Let's just stay high in the pattern here. And,
work on slips.
Yeah, let's just do 1 or 2 full forward slips to landing.
Okay. We're seeing traffic, 4854 Golf Cessna, taking runway 32, staying in the pattern. We're seeing traffic, Cessna 4854 Golf, turning left, crosswind for 32, we're seeing traffic, Cessna 4854 Golf, turning left, downwind for 32, we're seeing. Alright, beam the numbers, carb, we'll pull back power, below VFE.
Always verify mixer ridge too.
Yep, mixture ridge, yep, yeah. Got it. Alright, set glide to 70. Alright, there's almost 200. We're seeing Cessna 4854 Golf turning left base for 32, we're seeing. And we're seeing traffic, Cessna 4854 Golf on final 432, we're seeing. Little high. Different look in this plane for sure. Alright, power's all the way out.
Little right rudder, get that nose straight. Get that nose down.
Yep.
Kind of go around.
I feel like I was fighting you there. Let me get one more of those before we do slips.
Sure. That would have actually been a great time to do a slip. Think of those altitudes too. That'll give you that guide on final. So when we finished on final there, I just wanted to see how you handled that. But when we turned final, we were like 650
right
to go.
Yeah, I felt like we were high, but
yeah, and that
I felt like we were long as well.
But that should click for you, like, all right, 650, I'm high, quite a bit high. That's the other thing too, like you always kind of pull at the numbers, which is fine, but that's probably your aiming point, right? Not your landing point. If you configure at your landing point, it gives you a little quicker descent.
Understood.
And it keeps you closer to the airport.
Alright, we're below VFE, full ridge. Set trim for 70. Still over 500 up.
Not too bad this time though, right? Yeah, so wings low there, 500 feet, so yeah. We know we don't need any power probably.
Yep.
Got our 30th flaps in, looking better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that power just doesn't come though out. That's right.
There we go.
Yeah, nose is nice and square. Keep that with that rudder now.
Yeah.
Right rudder, right rudder. Let's go. Pull bar. You had that nose centered up nice, and then you got in ground effect and you sort of let it go.
Yeah, so again, that's where we start to lose the rudder authority, right? We have to apply a lot more. Yeah, I'm still piecing that together in my brain.
But I can feel you kind of dancing on those pedals more, which is good. That should be like that all the way down. Yeah, eventually, that's what's keeping that nose straight. And then right at the end, like nice transition. Just need to keep adding that back pressure as you slow down. Keep adding pressure. Whatever, you just kind of like plopped on there.
Yep.
You were at a nice low distance though. Like I mean, we didn't hit hard. Like, and like the transition was good. You just sort of kind of quit on that landing a little bit there. Keep that right rudder. Keep that nose pointed. And slowly adding that back pressure to bring that nice and down.
Got it.
All right. Not bad though.
Thanks.
Now on this downwind, we keep really sneaking in.
Yep.
Our pattern's getting like tighter and tighter.
Yeah.
So let's account for that wind. We know we got a little bit of wind out of the west here, so let's kind of account for that crab a little bit on the downwind.
Sounds good. 600 still.
Yeah, so we're gonna make that final turn, wings level, and we're gonna be at 500, 450. Oh, this is perfect, right? You want to be at that 400 to 500 is perfect. Looks to me like we're on a great glide slope. Made that turn really nice. We're already lined up on center.
Racing traffic, Bonanza 4460 Sierra, crossing 224 on Bravo. Racing.
Right, getting a little low, a little power. There we go. Come on, Casey, you can do it.
Good, nice correction there. A little power if you need it.
Racing traffic, Bonanza 4460 Sierra is clear of the runway.
Watch that airspeed, Bree.
Yep.
Okay. Easy. Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off.
Okay.
Get around here. Alright. Lap trap, let's go.
Proceed traffic, Cessna 4854 Golf, turning left downwind 432.
A little phonetic thing there. I'm very guilty of this too, so I often do this too, so please correct me when I do it. But when we keep saying this landing, you know, turning final 432.
Got it.
That 4, gotta get rid of that 4. So
okay.
Just landing, turning final, runway 32.
Got it.
I'm very guilty of the same thing. I try to correct myself all the time. So,
okay.
All right, you just lost your engine. So,
Never seen traffic. 54 Golf's gonna do a shorter.
We're gonna set glide. Cut in.
we know it's not too bad, right? Winds aren't super bad today. You only have access to power in emergency, obviously, but otherwise, power's up. So perfect. We're high here, right?
Yep.
And we're already in it. Let's just get into that slip, right?
Yep.
Rudder to the floor there. Ailerons, just keep in that center lane. Alright, now we're going to slowly transition. So we're just letting that rudder out nice and slow. That transition. Go. Just let that energy pick up now. Ooh. Go around, go around, go around. That's where all that, like, once you start making that, you're on the downwind, start turning that 10 degrees kind of inbound.
Yeah.
But start judging. Can I just go a little bit longer?
Yeah.
Can I go, can I add maybe 10 flaps right away? Like today we know it's pretty gentle, right? So we turned, that's okay, perfectly okay, and we would have made the runway there. That was just, we just ballooned up, so I didn't want to like slam down on the ground there. So we made the runway, that was no problem. The runway was made, so good. But we could have extended like a little bit longer, right? We had quite a bit, we had to slip all the way down. So again, just kind of using those seat of the pants stuff a little bit to see what we can do and still safely make that runway.
Understood.
Crossing 422 on our Alpha Racing.
This is
Racine
looking
traffic,
great.
report to hotel right, downwind 32, leaving the pattern to the southeast, Racine.
Driver and short final looking good. Got center line. Alright, make that transition here. Great. Awesome. Power should be out. Bring it back. Goes back. Alright, transitions are good. Now we just need to work on that little bit of flare at the end there. The transition was great.
One step at a time.
Transition's nice, you're super nice and level, and then it's just like, if you just send your eyes all the way down to the end of that runway,
Yeah.
and just think of like, when I was learning, like someone told me to think about it as not landing the airplane, like
right.
Try to not land it, and that was the goal, so.
It's weird because once you hit that ground effect,
Yeah.
the back yoke actually becomes way more efficient, and so you're pulling back, there's pressure there, and then that pressure sort of disappears, and then, at least that's been my experience. So it's like giving the same input results in a different effect from the plane.
And it's really a product of your elevator's not more, it does not have more authority, right? You get the engine's at idle, so you're losing all that backwash, you're slowing airspeed, so it's still losing authority too. But it's, you get in the ground effect and you lose drag is what you lose, right? So now that lift efficient gets more efficient.
Got it.
Alright, no flaps this time.
No flaps, alright.
Alright, your beamer touchdown point, so let's configure.
Alright, we're below VFE.
No flaps.
Oh, sorry.
Feels a lot different with no flaps.
It really does.
Alright, now we're 300 above. Still fine, no problem. Power's out, yeah. Get that runway made. Real fast here. Slow down to 60, yeah. Go. Backwards. Keep going. Alright. There we go. We're good. Yeah, we're good. No flaps on. Alright, take off here. You got all that. Yeah, that's like careful on a go around, right? You got all that trim in there.
Yep.
Cool. That's good.
Yeah, that felt nice.
Yeah, so just keep adding it, like that whole way, like it should never stop. You added that little bit, we landed much softer than we have been. But
I'm trying not to balloon.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'm with you.
Yeah. I hear what, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Okay, no problem.
Like, I want to pull back, but I also know that if I pull back, I'm probably going to balloon.
Yeah, you had it. That touch there was nice. So now it's going to be like a little bit of like a logarithmic scale there, slightly, as you're slowing down, more and less authority. So.
I'm going to do 20 flaps.
Great, right? 100 to go?
Yeah. Good. We're seeing traffic, Cessna 4854 Golf, turning final, runway 32, receive.
400 to go. Okay. You ballooned up, that's okay. You can... Okay. Yeah, your approaches are getting nice. Like, so your speed was really nice that time, right? You were 70-ish. You were like 65 for short final, perfect. Just we did a little balloon up, and then we just kind of let it. Again, you just sort of like kind of gave up on it, like a little bit. Just keep flying it, right? You're flying nothing all the way
When you
to the
say gave up on it, like what are you seeing?
like you just let it, like you just stop inputting, and you just like plop down.
Okay.
So like keep flying it, man. Like you should be all of those inputs on landing air. It's just never stopping, right? Like your feet are dancing.
Traffic on
14 traffic, Cessna 4854 Golf, turning final, runway 32, receive.
Receive traffic on 42 Hotel is left base 3 to receive.
Good. Cool. 500 to go.
Yeah, I'm staying with 10 flaps.
Looking great. All right, we're on 10 flaps too. All right. Touch fast.
Yeah.
Power out.
It is.
Okay. Okay. Balloon back up. Just put that nose on now. Hold it on now. Bad back pressure.
That last little loss there,
Yeah.
what is that just the airspeed dying off?
I mean, that was pretty abrupt, and we weren't nowhere near stall speed yet. That was just
Situational?
losses. Yep.
We're seeing traffic. Cessna 4854 Golf is on the go. We'll be departing to the west. Receive.
You've got it all. You've got all the necessary equipment.
Now it's not thinking about it, it's feeling it.
Yeah, you gotta, yeah, I don't know, it's such a weird thing. I know landings are so, it's half of it. You get those mechanical pieces down. Let's make that 270. Alright, so we'll review steep turns quick. So we're gonna get leveled out of 3000. We're gonna do them a little bit ahead yet here, just 'cause we don't want to make sure.
American 1810, contact Chicago Center 123.82.
Well, we're just gonna talk through this for a second.
382.
So we're gonna go, we want to be doing these in this plane. We'd love to be doing them at 85, 90 at least.
Chicago
So let's
87 Delta,
cruise
just
out
want to
for that
verify
speed.
you're on course to Waukesha.
So let's get up to like, we can cruise out to like 85 or 90. Let's see if we can get up to 90 at a nice steady 3,000 feet here. So, all right, so about 90 knots, 3,000 feet. We have, and let's just, close enough. Okay, so we're on like a 2, I don't think that's, yeah, that's
There you
probably,
go.
that is probably right actually, all right. We'll just use 280, so we've got plus or minus 100
On the
feet.
Jet 5 November uniform climb,
We've got
maintain
plus or minus
13,000.
10 knots on our airspeed.
13,000,
Okay. And we're going to do 2 360-degree turns, so one to the left first, one to the right second time. Okay? Once you get into that, you can use trim or not. Some people do. I'm going to kind of teach this without trim. We can kind of do it both ways. We're going to get in that left turn. We're going to initiate that bank. Once you're at about 30-degree banks, you're going to need just a little bit of power to maintain that speed, right? We're now using a lot of that lift to go sideways to make that turn. So now we're going to have to add just a tick of back pressure, and we're going to need a little bit of throttle path. Probably not much, maybe 100 RPMs.
Okay.
Just minimal. Okay. Make that bank. We're going to just kind of, we're doing this. This is a maneuver that's mainly done outside. Students will want to cheat, and you'll want to follow those gauges. Watch it outside. Just check down real quick. So get in that turn, 45 degrees. Check your speed, check altitude, go back outside.
Good morning.
If you need to make an adjustment, make an adjustment. If we're losing, you know, this is one of those energy management things too. If you're getting low, but you're also fast, you don't need to make a power adjustment, right? Just back pressure, swap that airspeed for that altitude back. Same in reverse.
Turn around a point.
I have your request.
Higher up.
So same in reverse. If you're getting up and slow, no big deal. Just get that nose back down, no power adjustment. If you're, you know, descending and you're getting slow, then you know you need to add power, right? Yep. This should be well coordinated, so ball in there, a ball in that house there, and we should feel quite a bit of G's down on us, right? This
On the jet
like
5 November uniform, proceed to Greece.
Greece.
All right, let's do it.
All right, first.
You doing clearing turns?
Yep.
Always to the left first.
Delta has information India for walking stuff.
Right away
Delta
traffic,
7
if
Delta,
someone
Roger,
was
thank you.
passing you, if someone was coming, was overtaking you, they would be on the right. So if you want to do two set of clearing turns, always left first.
All right, clear left.
On the jet 5 November uniform, contact Chicago Center 123.82.
2382, 9 pound uniform.
Southwest 255, you can proceed direct OC.
All right, areas clear left and clear right.
25 left approach inbound.
All right. Left first, you said?
The steep turns actually don't matter. You can do it whichever
Okay.
way you want to do. Most people just find it a little easier to do left first. Doesn't matter though.
All right. Make sure we're back here. Okay.
Start bringing that back pressure a little bit. That nose looks low to me. There you go. Should feel it. Great. A little left bank, 45 degrees just. Speed's good. Okay, speed's good. Altitude's good. Keep it coming. 45. 45 degrees. Alright. Roll out on 280. Roll out. You added that little bit of power, so either take it out or correct for it right away.
Yep.
And then go right into your right hand turn. That one was good. Same thing, probably add that power back in now. A touch slow, add that power in. Right one, or the left one was very good. The right one, dead nuts on fucking altitude, but we were bouncing about 80 knots that whole time there.
Yep. Yeah,
so a little bit of, all right. All right, here we go. Okay. Speed's great, altitude's great, looking good. Starting to descend just a touch, add a little bit of back pressure, and you're fast, but there you go. Perfect. Watch there, yeah. 45 degrees. One more bank. There you go.
A little over. All right, I gotta take a break.
No problem.
Controls.
My controls.
Milwaukee approach 4854 Golf, 15 miles to the southwest, inbound, full stop information, Kilo.
Cessna 54 Golf, squawk 4673.
4673 for 5 for Golf.
Sky 54 Golf, radar contact 14 miles southwest of the Mitchell Airport. Mitchell altimeter 3016, fly heading 360, vector for, you can expect runway 25 right.
Alright, 360 for 5 for Golf.
Cessna 54 Golf, maintain VFR at 3,500.
3,500, 5 for Golf.
Southwest 254 Golf, you permit the Greenfield water tank.
I think I always get it wrong with the one that's listed on the VFR.
54 Golf, I'm sorry, say again?
I feel like I always get confused with the tank that's actually on Howard that's listed on the VFR chart there, but I know that one.
54 Golf, just maintain present heading for now and we'll have a turn for the down one for you.
Alright, is the Greenfield water tank the white one here at about my 2 o'clock?
No, it's about 1 o'clock and 7, 8 miles.
Alright, yeah, sorry, negative. 5 Golf. Lucky approach. Since there's a break here, that the water tank that's listed on the VFR chart, that's not the one you're talking about, correct?
Yeah, 54 Golf, don't worry about it. I'm just going to vector you for the downwind.
I know, I just wanted to know for future reference, sorry.
Number 54 Golf, turn right heading 050.
050, 5 for Golf.
Where are we?
So this is 894.
Number 54 Golf, enter the right downwind for runway 25 right and contact the tower. Have a good day.
Right downwind for 25 right over the tower. 5 for Golf, thanks. Milwaukee Tower, 485 for Golf's on the right downwind for 25 right.
South 255, contact ground point 8, good day.
Ground point 8, South 255.
Scout 54 Golf, Milwaukee Tower, you can enter right down for runway 25 right and runway 25 right, clear land, wind 290 at 5, Travis departing 25 right, straight out.
Alright, we'll enter the downwind 25 right and clear the land on 25 right, 5 for Golf.
Carb heat's already in, we're full rich. Beam the numbers, we're below VFE. I'm gonna bleed that
Go,
on.
looks perfect to me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay with 10. Actually, I'm gonna do 20.
Hold that power then, right? We're pretty high then for no flaps.
Reach 3287 Heavy Milwaukee Tower, leaving 2000, turn left heading 140, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
Leaving 2000, left turn 140, 3287, clear for takeoff.
Tower Southwest 1505 on the RNAV Yankee for 25 left.
So it's 1505, Tower, good afternoon, the wind 2809, causeway turns to party heavy C17, runway 25 left, clear land.
25 left, clear land, Southwest 1505.
So 54 Golf, you can turn right at Echo or 31, contact ground point 8, good day.
Still send you down the runway here, probably.
Right.
These are popping.
Yep.
Hang on a second.
Alright, if we turn off on runway 31 here, 5 for Golf.
54 Golf, 8 for you can turn right 31 and contact ground point 8.
Right at 31, ground point 8.